X factor in their last game, 8 rebounds, 4 offensive. He's a guy that gives him some size and physicality down low. You're going to need that versus Georgetown, who commands so much attention with his offensive prowess.
And those 8 boards in just 18 minutes against Xavier.
Offensively, Marquette runs Howard off a ton of cross screens.
Step back jumper. There's no defense for it.
Well, you know,
go around the edge. McClung leans in, hits the jumper.
And that's a nice play call. That's a
factor in today's game, too.
Absolutely. And he has to continue to be consistent and do more than just score the ball.
McClung's got numbers for Georgetown. And McClung with the left hand.
Well, this is when he's at his best. With a head of steam, the defense on his heels, he doesn't slow down. In fact, he accelerates and takes advantage of the retreating defense.
Subs getting ready to come in from Marquette. That was a point of emphasis for Steve Wojciechowski, the transition defense coming into today's game.
They have to get back and get bodies in the paint.
And Howard knocks down the corner 3.
He's just so good.
And an offensive rebound. Knifing his way through. Markus Howard short into the hands of Bailey. And now McEwen went right through the defense. Wide open look for Howard.
That's the death sentence. Great penetration to draw the defense in, and then Howard.
Been a while since Marquette had one go through the hoop. 7-0 run for the Hoyas. There's Howard. That's a good way to stop a run.
Again, the separation. He comes off across, prefers to play down on the block, but he can stretch the defense and make you pay.
Now Howard with Yurt-7 right in his face.
And Howard looked right at him like, look, man, you...
And Bailey fires away from 3-2 strong. McClung pulls away the rebound. Here come the Hoyas, chance to take the lead. McClung, fancy dribbling, gives the Hoyas the lead.
Big time move effort, and he is the kind of guy that you can call an X factor coming off the bench.
Averages 5 rebounds a game, does Jace Johnson. McClung again knifing through.
He's relentless with his driving, and McClung will not stop back. And then when you do that, it's lights out, easy finish for Johnson.
Matches the largest lead of the game for Marquette. McClung goes baseline, floater short, but a whistle. And they'll get Brendan Bailey.
Last couple games, stepping up, and particularly on the rebound in front.
15 offensive rebounds there. Already halfway there. Inside, Annam. Too strong on his shot. Mosley was right there, though. Made it uncomfortable. Mosley surveys to McClung. McClung.
You love the spacing and the pace.
Head on a swivel. All right, we're playing again. Under 17 minutes to go here in Washington, D.C. Tie game. Marquette trying to get their offense going coming out of the break. Quick timeout by Steve Wojciechowski to square up his defense. Howard leans in, makes a bucket, chance for a three-point play.
Just great execution, and it happened again. It's the 3rd time that Allen has gotten lost on the cross screen. Watch out, Howard. Well, he catches the ball here, but before he got the ball, the movement without the ball is what allowed him to get the angle and get the shot. Howard does a great job of coming off that screen, getting separation from Allen, then getting an angle to make a play.
Howard, that was his first shot that he had taken in the second half, and that free throw, the first attempted by Marquette in this game.
You almost have to do a jump switch with the screener's man. Whoever the screener is, that big has to jump out and slow down Howard to not let him get that open look.
Saw some pressure for the first time from this defense for Marquette. Kobe McEwen nearly came away with a turnover. Mosley trying to get around Annam. Mosley has been such a difference maker creating for Georgetown. McClung driving, had it poked away. We're going to get a whistle. 12 points for McClung, and Steve Wojciechowski
spreads throughout the team, but he's the catalyst with his playmaking ability.
1 out of 2 for McClung, and a 2-point lead from Marquette. Howard going around the screens, and he finished.
Well, again, he's so good at using the ball screen to get those offensive rebounds.
And 9 of them already. Georgetown only with 2. Howard up against the trees. If that's on Yurt 7, that's his 3rd.
Learn how to be. Loves working with young men and helping them develop, and to be that guy that takes the pressure off the bigs. And great decision by Yurt 7 to get it back to Mosley for the corner 3.
Howard right back in it.
Such an important part of this Hoya team, stepping up when they need it most.
Howard drives underneath. It's been a pretty clean game in terms of the turnovers. Only 11 combined between the 2 teams. Howard around the screen. Howard floater. 25 for Markus.
He's going to keep going at the ball screen because Georgetown can't stop him.
Glass. Howard, 3. Got his own rebound. And a foul. Long rebound and Howard goes to the line and makes the first. As a great scorer. He's taking his game to another
to get himself going. Look for him to be more aggressive down the stretch. 8 minutes to go. Starting to see Georgetown win a few of those battles. Here's Howard from the free throw line, stepped in. And the spacing and the understanding.
McClung, top of the key, drills it free. We are a long way from this thing being over, Tariq.
Well, you know he's going to get going. And McClung did a nice job of seeking out the ball screen and making a play. He's got to do that for this team to win.
And Wahab, McClung's going to be the facilitator on the offensive end.
I mean, you can beat Marquette with Howard getting 35 or whatever, but you got to be able to contain him and contain his teammates, and Howard continues to have his way with that ball screen situation.
31 for Howard. McClung answers on the other end, just as Steve Wojciechowski was talking about.
In the touch, very impressive.
Kudus Wahab. Annam been quiet in this second half. 7 to shoot. Howard. Wow! What a shot from Markus Howard with time winding down.
There's nothing you can say. It's just a great shot. Mosley had a hand in his face, but that's just a big-time player making a big-time play. And another assist from McEwen, who's been steady all game with 8 assists.
34 for Markus Howard. It's the 8th time he's gone over for his average. As McClung hits the
star now, he's taken over the game for Georgetown. And Howard is taking over the game and put him in the torture chamber.
First field goal of the game. McClung off the heel. Long rebound, McEwen. Approaching the 5-minute mark here in Washington, D.C.
Better job there, hedging out by Wahab.
Howard got knocked down by Mosley, and Howard missed his first 2 free throws of the game.
We fit in team, but he has a transferable skill, and that's just scoring the ball, if nothing else. At the top of the key.
And now Marquette with 5-point lead, putting their 4-minute offense in, slowing things down on the offensive end.
When they're controlling tempo, when you have the ball in the hands of Howard, you can do that.
And Howard off the glass, it rolled in. It's that kind of day for Markus Howard. Markus Howard sitting on 38 points. Let his man go by. 41 for Markus Howard.
The poise and the patience. And just with the spacing, but Pickett played a solid game today. Got a 1-point game here.
Boy is looking for a stop.
Georgetown trying to decide what to do on this ball screen.
Here comes Theo. Howard to his left, steps back, and a whistle. 2 for Markus Howard. 28 points.
Calling the timeout.
Allen now. McClung steps in, and a foul by Brendan Bailey. Wasn't a lot there, but the whistles. McClung missed.
Stop the clock.